Hi, welcome you all to new episode of Sportsy. Sports is a great teacher that we know of. Sports aspires people, sports inspires generation, and sports motivates you to keep aiming higher and higher. So welcome to Sportsy Let's Aim Sports, where we aspire, inspire, and motivate using sports as a platform. Today we have with us a girl from Mohali who has been training hard for many years and representing her state, her university, and also the country in athletics. We have with us Niharika Vashisht, a triple jump athlete aspiring to be a world beater, an inspiration to many, and motivating herself to be a better version of herself every single day. Let's aim sports with Niharika Vashisht. Thank you for liking, thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. But please do subscribe on our channel Sportsysays and help us spread the word. We go with the same handle Sportsysays across all social media platforms as well as podcast. Help us spread the word about Sportsy. Let's aim sports. Hey, hi Niharika. Great to have you on Sportsy, where we are going to talk about so much of sports and we are going to talk about how do you aim sports. So let's aim sports with
Thank you.
Sportsy.
Thank you, Sid, for this meeting. And yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah,
talk about sports.
let's talk about sport that we love. And you being a great athlete, and before you welcome you, we gave a small introduction about Niharika as an athlete, the triple jump athletics. Having a personal best at recently, she had her own personal best and representing state, university, as well as you have represented at international level. So,
Yes.
Niharika, want to hear this journey from you. How did you get into athletics, and what did you aspire when you started with this, and what was your inspiration and what motivates you to keep going?
All right. So that my journey, well, it started actually it started in when I was back when I was 16 years old. I was a very sporty girl since childhood. In all my school games I used to participate, and also I used to run all those events. I used to participate in all these events. I used to go play at district level and state level even without practicing, just for fun. Since childhood I was a very sporty kind of athletic kind of girl. I used to go for these competitions held at district level from my school itself. I used to represent my school, and there I used to see other athletes who came, who did a lot of training and practice, and they used to come and they used to beat me. So when I was in 10th class, I when other my classmates, they were deciding, okay, what should we do next, like which stream should we choose, like should it be science or commerce. I asked myself, this is really what I really wanted to do. Just like other people, should I be focusing on, okay, should I choose to be a doctor or lawyer or engineer or anything? But above all that, the thing that I loved the most was sports. And I asked my father to, I once one evening he came and I told him that, what if I tell you that I wanted to do full-time sports? And he was a little, intrigued by what I was saying, because none of my family, there was no sports background in my family. Nobody used to play sports. My father was a banker and my mom was a lecturer, so that's where they wanted to see me next. But my love for sports, eventually they thought that, okay, she really wants to go into sports. So they found me a coach, a local coach, and I went to him and he said, okay, you're 16 and you're in grade 10th. While athletes, they start from a very early
Correct.
age,
Yeah.
right? So you are a little late, but it's okay. That's not a problem if you work hard, and if you give your full energy, time, passion into it. Age is just a number. So that's where my journey actually started.
Mm-hmm.
My coach was a retired coach from SAI, Sports Authority of India, and he built a great base. And it's been 9 years since I've been practicing with him. It's been 9 years, and yeah, it's been a great journey so far. After 8 years, actually, he built me so gradually and so smoothly that I gave my personal best every year. I know I'm climbing those stairs. It's a slow, but it's a gradual progression. And I last year in 2019, when I won my first senior national
Correct. Yeah.
medal. I was struggling for a national medal for 6-7 years, but then eventually that time came last year when I won my first senior national medal, and I also got a chance to represent my country at the World University Games. It was um, it was an amazing feeling, and it all whatever I did, it felt okay. This is worth it. I was so happy, and I still am. And I feel we should be trusting the process, and yeah, that's where I am right now.
Yeah, I think Niharika, you spoke about amazing journey and how you started late, but that doesn't matter. It's like कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So it's, I
हार नहीं
think
होती.
that is what is
Yes,
you're a living example of that. So people can,
exactly.
you don't have to say that I'm 14, 15 and I can't pick up any sport now. I think it's still the time. If you have
Yeah,
it in you, if you are completely gutsy about it, I think we can make it happen. But how did
exactly.
triple jump happen actually? Like you played so many sports, but how did you pick up
Yes.
triple jump?
Well, when it came to picking up an event for me, I was inclined towards long jump from the very beginning. I liked that event because I like the feeling of running and jumping into the sand. So when my coach wanted to pick up a game for me, he said that, okay, Niharika, you look like a really strong athlete, and you have good leg power and stuff. So I think you should try long jump. And I was really happy about that feeling because I wanted to do long jump anyways.
Right.
So when he picked up this event for me, I was like, okay, this could be the best feeling, so yeah, from there I started long jump. I used to compete in long jump for 2-3 years. And because under 16 we don't have triple jump
Right.
actually. It starts under 17, under 18. For 1-2 years I had to do long jump, but after a few years my coach said, okay, why don't you try triple jump too? It's like related, and it's okay, you can do triple jump too. So triple jump, I started that event, and eventually I started liking that event more than the long jump. So yeah, I left my long jump and I started triple jump, and ever since I'm doing triple jump.
Wow. But
Yeah.
in this journey, what was your biggest inspiration and who motivated you? Uh, who motivates you to be a better version? Because as you said, right, it took 6 years for you to win your nationals and senior
Yes.
nationals, and also it's a journey. But
Right.
you need a motivation day in and day out
Right.
to keep
Right.
performing. So what
Right.
was that feeling about?
My family has been super supportive in my journey so far. They've been like, okay, there's this one dream that I have, and it's not just one dream of mine. Like my full family is dreaming about that thing. So my family is being super supportive. In starting, I used to go and did all kind of and stuff. But when my dad one day came to see me, working out, and he was like, okay, I am really working hard. And he wanted to make sure that I get everything that I needed to be on the top. So he where in athletics, it's like if you are not on track, or if you are, it's very it's a robust kind of journey. You can be you can get easily distracted and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, there are a lot of minds, there are a lot of opinions. Athletes change their coaches and stuff. You have to be line, and you need to be really focused about, okay, you need to trust what the workout you're doing, the coach you are practicing with. And also you need all sort of nutrition needs, we have and all sort of facilities. So my father wanted to make sure that I get everything I need to. We don't have any grounds, any synthetic grounds here in Chandigarh.
Right.
Actually there is no sports culture in Chandigarh. There's very, it's not that great. And also we don't have any grounds here. So my father, he left his job because he wanted to give his full time to me
Wow.
in supporting me. And he left his job, and he started supporting me, emotionally, financially. He made sure that I get everything that I needed to eat and everything. We don't have, as I told you, we don't have any grounds. So what he did, we had this kahi, this kahi that is used to dig the pit.
Right.
So yeah, we had no grounds here. So in some public grounds, he used to take that kahi. He used to build a good runway for me. He used to dig the
Wow.
soil out of the ground, and he made sure that there's a good and injury free pit that is available for me for my practice. So my father has been a great support. And also my father and I, we are like a team, and we work it out together.
Uh,
Yeah,
and what better team that you can ask for when when your family member is involved with this kind of dedication and
absolutely,
support. And you said the one thing
absolutely.
that in track and field you need to be on track, otherwise you can actually get derailed.
Yes, right.
And I think that was a very good message about a lot of people who are or kids who are taking up athletics. It's about how you look at it. You also mentioned
Yes,
about the infrastructure, and you have
right,
represented India at the international games as well.
right.
So, how did you feel when you actually had a very good infrastructure to part when you went for a tournament vis-a-vis what you get to train on? What do you think that is actually lacking, and by you training?
Actually, the thing is, when we Indians go out and we see all these fancy things, we are fascinated by all of those
Yeah.
stuff. And so was I. I went out, I saw such good stadiums, so good track, and everything was so nice and well functioned and everything. I was really fascinated by that. In
Mm.
fact, the track that you know, we competed on, that is a track that is called a Mondo track. We don't have any, not even one Mondo track in India. We have this synthetic tracks, and we are used to, practice on synthetic grounds. And so we don't have Mondo tracks, so we don't really have an experience to how to run on the track and how to
Mhm.
get the rhythm. So yeah, that was one thing that I was really, that was the first time for me. Okay, does these track even exist? Because honestly, we didn't know
Never
about
saw it.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. And also when we used to go and train there, we all those machines and all those gyms, it was on a different level. They had masseurs, and they had all those physiotherapists for your to fulfill our
Correct.
individual needs. And also the food and the place we lived, it was also fascinating. And well, only just one question that comes in every athlete's mind is, why can't we get those facilities in India, man? I like no wonder foreigners, they perform so well after
Right.
getting all those facilities. But, yeah,
Yeah, and it's very well said. I think we are as a country we are still not a sporting nation. So I think this is our you become a motivation for so many people. You become the aspiration for so many girls,
right.
and at some time when you reach wherever you want to reach, you will have a different journey to talk about it for people to. It will be easier path for generations to come.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yes, right.
so, Niharika, you had your personal best of 13.05 meters last year, and
Yes.
you've been doing a personal best every year on year. But yesterday, last year
Yes.
is the best.
Yes.
What is the
Yes.
number that you have in mind as Niharika, and what is the dream that you have for yourself?
Uh, all right. So the continuously there's one number that is stuck in my mind. And I've also made a target board. I've written that is 14.11 meters. That is the current national record of India.
Mm-hmm.
And giving your personal best every year, be it like from 20 centimeters or 30 centimeters, that motivates you a lot.
Yes.
Okay, you are improving, you are gradually getting there, week on week, month on month, year on year, when give your personal best. So there's the hope arises, okay, that number, that will come too, it will come super soon. 7 meters is where I started from. When I started my triple jump, I could hardly jump 7 meters. Then 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 meters have come. So yeah, it feels great. Okay, you've come so far and you have a lot to miles to go before you sleep, as I say. So that thing, 14 meters point one 14.11 meters, that is one number that is currently in my mind. That, okay, national record, national record. So okay, I need one good competition and I'll crash that record. So yeah, that is one number that's continuously going in my mind.
Thank you. And believe me, we all are rooting for you to break that number and and set the next bar for yourself, because
Sure.
as any athlete, your dream is to represent in Commonwealth, Asian,
Yes,
Olympics. So
absolutely.
how do you visualize your own journey when you are representing India at those levels?
Yeah, when I think about it, okay, where did I start? I at zonal levels, I used to compete, and then the district level, and then state levels. I used to get medal, and I didn't. It's a part of the game. And then comes national level, junior nationals, and senior nationals. So there's a thing that, okay, again, it's all about improvement and consistency and how persistent you are. So yeah, that is what now the next target would be Asian and Commonwealth Games. So yeah, that is what I'm targeting right now. And okay, ये है कि अगर ये national medal भी आ गया है तो वहाँ पे भी आएगा.
Excellent. And we know aa jayega. It's just a matter of
Yeah,
time.
आ
And
जाएगा. It's a matter
as you
of
said, it's
time.
about trusting the process to make it happen, and you
Process.
trust the process. That is most important. So when you are
Yes.
saying you trust the process and you have the support from your dad and your coach a lot, who
Mm.
else has been a supporting factor in your journey? And how do you think that what is the appeal that you have for people to support athletics and triple jump in the long run?
Right. The the thing is that I've come this far. Okay, now people know me. Okay, there's some good national level, international level athlete, and as you come up, people start supporting you. There are people. Right now, I'm training here, and the gym where I train, and they don't ask for any money. They are giving me free gym membership. And also there are people who come up, and okay, they see, okay, the people who are around you, they see you working hard. They are always ready to help. They come forward. Oh, the place where I practice, the parks where I practice, sometimes people come and they really cheer me up. And also they they contribute some money for our association where I practice in, to the academy where I practicing, for the wellness and for the good facilities we can get. So yeah, there are people who comes up, and yeah, such people, they motivate you, and motivate you to keep on going, and keep on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's such a nice thing where what you said about also reflects on your Instagram page as well. You've been there. There are people who are supporting you, and
Yes,
you also
right.
have a different side to yourself, which is completely a kind of prankster. So so how do you think the visibility that the current athlete is getting because of the social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter and
All
Facebook?
right.
How is
Yeah.
it actually helping you, and how do you keep yourself away from the distractions?
All right. So the social media wave, it's just come for from the last, I think, past 3-4 years. Before that, it wasn't into so much hype and stuff. So I think it's helping athletes a lot. Instagram, on the other hand, it has given me a really good platform. There are many people who doesn't even know about the sport
Yes.
triple jump, what is actually a triple jump. So it's given me a really good platform to promote my event, and I put all these videos of me training and how it is done, and
Right.
so people get very fascinated. Okay, अच्छा ऐसे भी होता है, okay, you have to work so much. So basically it has given a lot of there is a lot of awareness amongst people among sports, and now they are there are some mothers and there are some fathers who message me and they ask me, okay, we want to we want our daughters or sons to get into the sports, because there are 14 and they have a lot of interest in sports. So where do we start from, and where do and I tell them whatever things are necessary. So I feel really great. Okay, people are following you and people are supporting you in
Right.
that way. So it makes me really happy for the next generation to come, so they'll get a good platform and they'll get a good knowledge to where to start from.
And I think it being a good influencer always is a positive feeling that that you can get. So Niharika, I'm coming to my last two questions. So last this
Okay.
question is about importance of education. You took a
Okay.
call after 10th whether to go for arts, science, commerce, or
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
But how
Yes,
do you
right.
think the sports is sorry, education is important for an athlete for longevity of playing career as well as beyond that? What is your feel about that?
Well, its education is a major, it plays a really important role in an athlete's life. I actually took commerce so that, I can pursue my sports along with my education. And also I did my bachelor's degree in arts, and then also my master's degrees in, so I think it's a really good, it's, I think a sports person, he should get at least basic education to at least convey what he's doing. And there are a lot of job offers, when you get a national medal or when you represent your country. So we get these sports quotas, we get jobs in these sports quotas. But then if you have this basic education, you'll live up to that job, and you'll okay, there would be a fair chance of you to fulfilling that job, and all those response, it'll just make the athlete's life and its job qualifications easier to because sports is like we cannot do it for our entire life. So the education is something that gives you power to even continue your sports in any field, in the form of anything, even after you've stopped playing or after your retirement.
Right.
So I think that basic education is really important to take your sports career after retirement forward. Yeah.
I think very well put forward. The sports actually makes you uh, take a right decision on the field as well. Sometimes when you require, the education helps you with that that side of taking the right decisions on the field as well. And it
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and we know that athletes are quick learners because they have a good focus. So education is not
Yes,
a
right.
burden. It actually works out pretty well for them. So Niharika, my last
Right.
question to you, that you've been an inspiration, you are an influencer, you are motivating so many other people to come and take the sport. What is your message or advice to the new generation of the teens who are planning to take their career in athletics specifically, and a message to the girls athletes who are
Mm,
probably in an age group of say 12 to 14, 15, and very confused about what do I do, and how do
right.
I should I continue with sports, should I not continue with sports? What's your message for them?
Okay. I think sports is something that happens with a drive, a passion. So if one is really passionate about sports, it should, like, he or she should take it further. Because if one wants to play sports, then he should play to the fullest, and not to some average, okay कि वो भी पढ़ लेंगे वो भी, that is good for fitness. But if you really want to, then you should find a good coach for yourself, that one should find, because that really the in the initial years of the your sports career, the base is very important. One needs to build a good base and look out for the interest, which event suits you the best. Like sometimes our body is made that way, sometimes our, okay, this event would be easier compared to other, your body can you know have that kind of
Right.
mobility and agility to perform certain sport or event.
Correct.
So I think base is really important, a good coach is really important. And also if you are really into that sports, if you have that passion, so I feel even the parents and all those people around you will come up supporting you. And now since people are more aware about sports, so they are, they'll be really happy to get their child into sports as a career. So yeah.
Great, great. And Niharika, I think it's an amazing chat, and believe me, with your experience and the way you speak, come across, I can talk for long, but let's use the time well. And with
Yeah,
that,
yes, yes, sure.
I
Yes, sure,
really want to
sure.
thank you for your time on talking to us. Where it's sports, and it's inspirational, aspirational, and motivational for so many people out there, and to make sports into a lifestyle and sports into a platform to make India a sporting country. So thank
Yes,
you
sure.
for
Thank you.
thank you for coming on platform. Thank you for jumping, and thank you for triple jumping.
Thank you, Sid, for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you and great, and have a nice day and take care.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you for liking, thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. But please do subscribe on our channel Sportsy Says and help us spread the word. We go with the same handle Sportsy Says across all social media platforms as well as podcast. Help us spread the word about Sportsy. Let's aim sports.